And welcome to Skylands Ice World in Stockholm, New Jersey. Inside the Forum for Pope John Lions Hockey on Black Bear TV. Mike Formasano along with him calling tonight's action as the Pope John Lions, 8-2-1 on the season, get set to take on the Chatham Cougars, who are at 5-6. Pope John on a 5-game winning streak, coming off a 4-1 victory down at the Jersey Shore Arena this past Friday night against St. John Vianney in an even conference matchup. Freshman Michael Perry getting his first goal of the season, and then the game winner coming off the stick of Nicholas Colatrella in the second period. Two late goals by Jack Jarosowicz and Cameron Guerra sealed the deal. Unfortunately for goaltender Mason Giordano, he came 17 seconds short of his third consecutive shutout, beaten with 17.2 seconds to go in the third period. They'll take the win, and so will Pope John. 5 straight now with that 4-1 victory, included with the Ice Vault Classic and the game against Notre Dame right before Christmas. So they're looking for number 6 tonight against the Chatham Cougars squad that is below 500, 5-6 on the season. One team that was on the schedule that Pope John was supposed to play, Morristown Beard, well, Chatham did play him, and they lost 6-1. So don't know if that really tells you much about what Chatham is as far as the team is concerned or how they match up with Pope John. We'll find that out tonight. Opening faceoff, Pope John going right to left in their gray jerseys with blue pants and white helmets. Chatham in their white and blue jerseys, white helmets, blue pants. Here we go. Opening faceoff is won by Nicholas Colatrella, and it goes along the far boards. Colatrella loses it over to Chatham, number 7, Trip Connor, inside the zone. Colatrella centering a line of Jack Jarosowicz on the right. And looking to see who the Nick Michello, who's in the corner there. Tucked away. Nick Michello is left wing, and on defense, Jacob McCullough, number 12, and Magnus Bars, a senior defenseman for Pope John, number 22. Pass up. Big check at the blue line by Liam Amabile. And they're going to say he got a little too aggressive with it as he's going to be called for interference. Amabile will go off at 14:03, just 57 seconds into the first period. Liam Amabile called for a 2-minute penalty, a minor for interference. And Chatham right to the power. The corner held there by number 22, James Lee. Intercepted by Joshua. Shot on goal, saved by Lang. Seston right away. Now Perillo trying to wrap around attempt. It's got number 5, Charlie Dunn on him. Bars sneaks in. On the face-off circle, shot saved by Lang. It'll cover. Ooh, nice hard high one by Magnus Bars. Lang up to the challenge. Minute 18 to go on the penalty to Liam Amabile. 13:21 to go in the first period. As I said, we're just underway here inside the Forum at Skylands Ice World. We're on Black Bear TV tonight for this contest. Mike Formasano joining you. Calling tonight's action between Pope John and Chatham. Now picked up by Chatham. Number 5 with the shot. Saved by Giordano off the stick of Charlie Dunn. And now Pope John carries it outside the zone. The penalty to Amabile is over. We're back to 5-side hockey with 11:40 to go. Here's Hughes, the shot. Saved by Lang. That was taken in for the top left corner. And Lang got his blocking glove on it and set it into the netting out of play. Brendel with it. Shot. Saved. Rebound. Saved by Giordano. Wow. How he got a piece of that, I don't know. Now it's deflected right on top of the crease, and it goes in the far corner. Oh, 2 big saves by Giordano there, keeping this score sheet clean off along the boards. Oh, big hit by number 37, Kieran Brendel by the Pope John defense. Pope John ratcheting up that physical play. Here is Guerra. Loses it over to Brendel. Brendel racing to get behind his own net so he can reset play. Puck inside the zone. There's Bars off of the ankle of number 9, Lucas Kleinley. Sent back around. Here's McCullough at the point. McCullough fires. It's deflected. Guerra actually stopped that from going through. Tried to deflect it, but the stick blade actually prevented it from getting through on net. Here's Bars with the shot. And it's off of the ankle of number 9, Kleinley. Bounces over to 11, Henry Spina. Sent in. Giordano is able to make the save. cover. Does not get finally gets the whistle as number 2 Luke Brendel raced in. Well, they were waiting on that because nobody was around from Chatham. And what would have happened is if Giordano had held that and nobody from Chatham pursued, they would have eventually blown the whistle and given him a penalty for delay of game. But Brendel raced in and forced the face-off. So pursued, they would have eventually blown the whistle and given him a penalty for delay of game. But Brendel raced in and forced the face-off. So no harm, no foul. In front of the Chatham bench, it's sent all the way down the ice. Pope John picks it up behind their own net. There's Bars over to Perry. Perry will give it to Luke Jaroswitz. Jaroswitz on the red line. Now over the blue. Over to Perillo. Hunter Perillo with the shot. Save. Rebounds loose. It's behind the net. Here's Perillo in the near corner. Perillo with the shot. Deflected. And it goes into the corner. There's Perry. Aiden Perry will send it back around in front of Perillo. The shot. Wide left. And here's Bars. Bars at the point. Shot in. Perry on the backhand trying to get it. He's knocked down. No call. We play on as Chatham clears the zone. Brendel will send it around. Kieran Brendel, number 37. Now McCullough with it at the point. McCullough, shot. Knocked down by Chatham. And cleared the zone with less than 2 minutes to go in the opening period. Oh, cross check. And that is going to be called every day of the week. Kieran Brendel gets both arms up into the back of Luke Jaroswitz. And Brendel's going to go off. Well, 2-minute cross-checking penalty will take us to the end of the period if Pope John does not score. They go on their first power play of the night as Brendel to the sin bin and Pope John to the man advantage. Minute 52 to go, first period. We are scoreless. Pope John doubling up in shots on goal, 8-4. And now Coach Brown sends out a line of Nicholas Colatrella, centering Hunter Perillo on the left. I think Jack Jaroswitz on the right. No, that's not Luke Jaroswitz. Bars and Abbeville on the point. Here's Luke Jars. Loses it over to White, who clears the zone. Taking it for Pope John. It's won by Chatham. White trying to clear the zone, not out. Abbeville to Luke Jars. Jaroswitz will send it around. Picked up there by the Chatham defense. Here's Perillo down to Bars. Bars to Abbeville. Abbeville back to Bars. Pass over to Perillo. The shot saved by Lang right into the breadbasket. And he'll hold on. 1 minute, 3 seconds to go, opening period. No score between Pope John and the Chatham Cougars. We are here on Black Bear TV tonight at Skylands Ice World inside the Forum. Mike Formersano along with you, calling tonight's action. Thanks for joining us. You heard about Monday Night Football. This is Monday Night Hockey. Here's Bars. Bars, shot, save, rebounds loose. It's in the crease and covered by Lang. Oh, right on the doorstep, and Colatrella was waiting to bang home the rebound, but Lang denies him. Face off, won by Pope John. Abbeville with the shot, deflected down, rebound, saved by Lang. Wow! Lang gets the pads on that rebound shot from Colatrella. And with 2.6 seconds to go, Pope John running out of chances in this first period. Colatrella and White one more time. To the right of Lang. It's won by Chatham. Comes in on number 38. Evan Thomas will clear it out of the way. And that is the end of the first period. Chances galore, but nothing goes into the net. And at the end of one period, it's Pope John and Chatham scoreless. Shots on goal. Pope John 14, Chatham 4. We're going to take a break. The Zamboti's going to come out. It's going to twirl around a few times, clear the ice. And we'll be back for second period action right after this intermission. From the Forum at Skylands Ice World, it's the Pope John Lions and Chatham Cougars scoreless. We'll be back for second period action right after intermission. Come on back. Face-off start the second period between the Lions and the Cougars. 5 seconds to go on the power play as we start the second. Pope John now going left to right on your screen in their gray uniforms trimmed by blue and white. And then white helmets and blue pants. Chatham going right to left in their white jerseys. Almost looks like an old-time Montreal Canadiens jersey. We'll get to that later, as I saw it on the helmets as well. Penalties over to Chatham, so we're back to five-a-side hockey. Shot goes wide over the crease. And Chatham picks it up in the corner. Shots on goal for that first period. Pope John led 14-4, but both goaltenders, Snowden Lang and Mason Giordano, perfect in keeping the puck out of their nets. In fact, we'll talk about Giordano for a second. He was named the Morris Sussex top 3 stars of the week for his work down at the Holiday Classic at the Ice Vault, along with the 4-1 win over St. John Vianney. So congratulations to Mason for that. McCullough in the corner, stolen away by Chatham. Pope John continues to stay number 9 in the NJ.com rankings. Even though they had 3 wins last week, they did not move up, as I believe one of the teams was either Seton Hall or St. Joe's, was dormant since December 23rd, and the other team won 2 games. So not a lot of room for Pope John to move up. Didn't really have the opportunity. If they win throughout this week, they most likely will, I would think, especially playing Seton Hall, who's above them. That's a huge game for Pope John in the Gordon Conference. Here's Colatrella along the near boards, skating in. Goes behind the Chatham net. Now back out to Bars. Bars with the pass to Colatrella. Nicholas Colatrella on the near boards. To Bars up top. Fires. Save Lang. We get a whistle. And it's going to go back to the Pope John end of the ice. No. And what it is actually is a delayed penalty call. And Giordano's heading back to his net as number 38, Evan Thomas. Nope. Number 2, Luke Brendel's going to go to the box. Brendel called for a penalty. You'll see what it is. John, second power play of the evening. They were 0 for 1 so far. Behind the net. Picked up by number 21. Now out to Bars. Magnus Bars. Back to Amabile. Amabile sends it over to Bars again. Shot wide left. It's loose. Now picked up. And Chatham's able to clear the zone. Bars after it. We've got a whistle and a penalty. Let's see what the call is. It's going to be against Hunter Perillo. Perillo with tripping call with 12:08 to go in the second period. So negate the power play for Pope John. And we'll skate 4 aside for the next minute 27 until the penalty to Brendel's over. And then Chatham will have an abbreviated power play. Sean Hughes, it flips up in the air, and Michael Perry will chase it down. 23 to go on the penalty to Brendel, 54 to go on the penalty to Perillo. Collision at the red line, the blue line, I should say. Here's Amabile, hit by Sam Zhang. Zhang, now Amabile inside the zone, Drasowitz. Drasowitz with the shot, he scores! Luke Drasowitz into the top left corner, above the blocking glove of Snowden Lang. And the Pope John Lions take a 1-0 lead. Drasowitz with the goal, 10:47 remaining in the second period. Now, because there's 6 seconds to go still on the penalty to Brendel, it is not a shorthanded goal for Pope John's even strength, and so no penalties come off the board. So it's not a power play, it's not a shorthand. We continue to play 4 aside for 6 more seconds, and then Chatham with a power play. But even strength goal on a 4-on-4. Luke Drasowitz puts Pope John up 1-0. Lions have a 1-0 lead in the early portion of the second period. We'll see if they can build on it. Penalties over to Perillo. We're back to 5 aside. Up to Michello. Nick Michello skates in the shot. Saved by Lang. And we've got a whistle. Was it a hand pass? It looks like a hand pass. We'll wait for the official announcement. Yeah, hand pass against Pope John, so it's going to come all the way down to the Lion end of the ice. 9:56 remaining in the second period. 1-0 Lions lead. Colatrella on the draw for Pope John to the right of Giordano. It's won by Chatham. Goes back to Thomas. Thomas with the shot. Wide right into the far corner. And Thomas can't hold it at the line, so it comes back out center ice. Barnett will dump it into the far corner, and Pope John is allowed to make changes there. So you open it up for them to be able to do so. We've got a penalty, and we're going to see who the call is against. I think it's against Guerra. As Guerra is frustrated, and he comes back to the bench waiting for the referee. Well, it may not be Guerra, maybe Jacob McCullough. Yep, McCullough going to the box. 8:44 to go. Penalty against Pope John. So McCullough to the sin bin and Chatham to the power play. To number 19, Thomas White. White, Jack Jars on him, along with Sean Hughes. Sent all the way down the ice. It comes in on goal to Lang, who's able to make the save. You would say it's an easy save, but you didn't see the game on Friday night. Or maybe you did. Hopefully you did. If you were watching the game on Friday night, you saw Michael Perry's first goal as a Lion kind of trickle in on Brendan Allen, the goaltender for St. John Vianney. And it went underneath the glove. It hit a defenseman's leg, and because it did, it was deflected, and Allen didn't read it right. Coltrell with the shot, saved by Lang. It goes behind him, however, but to the back wall, not to the net. Here's Droswitz, shot wide right. So even though you see that puck coming on Lang a few seconds ago and say, well, it trickled in, and you never know. Put the puck on net, good things can happen. Guerra loses it over to number 9, Lucas Kleinle. Alamobile in. Alamobile with the shot. Saved by Lang. Now at the far boards. Goes back behind the net. Ethan Barnett. Pass to Guerra. And it goes wide. Now back to McCullough. McCullough passes it up the half wall. Back to Perry. Perry holds it at the line. Cross ice pass to Bars. Bars on the faceoff dot. Shot. It's loose. But home by Cameron Guerra. Guerra with the backhander off the shot from the faceoff dot. And he beats Lang to the glove side. Pope John takes a 2-0 lead. Oh, Guerra scores to make it 2-0 with 5:41 remaining in the second period. Pope John 2, Chatham no score. With the pass to Luke Droswitz. Pass to Aiden Perry. He's going to come in. It's going to be an icing on the play. 4:39 to go, second period. Pope John leading 2-0. As I said before, Chatham's jerseys look like an old-style Montreal Canadiens jersey. If you look at the logo they have with the C and the H, Chatham, it only makes sense. It's like the Les Habitants logo that the Montreal Canadiens have, very close to it. Well, you saw St. John Vianney, I was mentioned the other night, they had a black and gold jersey as the shot comes in wide right of the net. Pope John trying to clear the zone. Oh, steal right in front of the backhand shot. Save Giordano. It's loose. And Zhang shoots just wide right. It's deflected. A huge save by Giordano, and then Chatham can't put the rebound home. Here's Alamobile. He'll skate it up over the blue line. Now over the red. Coming in, he's got Michello with him. Michello with the shot. Deflected down. It's loose on the left side of the net. Now it goes behind. Pope John trying to poke it home. They can't do so. Now Chatham inside the zone. Here's Luke Brendel in front, just wide right. Down the ice. We're going to icing as it crosses the goal line. 3:09 to go. Second period, Pope John 2. Chatham no score. And as I was mentioning, we talked about Chatham's jerseys looking a little like the old Montreal Canadian ones. St. John Vianney had black and gold on the other night. I reminded me of the Boston Bruins. You see all these teams that they have jerseys, they look a lot like different NHL teams, but it's funny how they had the Vianney uniforms look just like the black and gold Boston Bruins unis. And now Chatham, who's had the Canadian logo close enough for the Chatham Cougars for a long time now. Here's a shot by Barr, save by Lang. You can say that about Pope John too. There's a certain football team that won a football game last night against the Minnesota Vikings that the Lion looks eerily close to. There are differences, obviously, and the Pope John Lions have been around since 1956, so. Here is Cameron Guerra to the right of Snowden Lang. Set for NFL playoffs coming up. Oh, big hit along the boards. We got a penalty coming. It's going to be against Chatham, and as soon as the Cougars touch the puck, they're going to go off, and it's number 7, Strip Cotter. The senior for Chatham knew it right away. He went right to the box. Cross-check against Strip Cotter, and Pope John will go to the power play. The NFL playoffs coming up. Also, hoping you maybe saw the World Juniors, if you're a hockey fan. World Junior Tournament that was played in Canada this past week, right after Christmas. The annual affair goes around the world. And the United States winning on an overtime goal over Finland last night. And what I really like to see was that New Jersey native the late Johnny Gaudreau, who was a star in the 2013 USA junior team, winning in Ufa, Russia against Sweden. They had a jersey stall and his jersey hanging up throughout the entire tournament. So a great tribute to Johnny Gaudreau by the USA hockey team all throughout the tournament. And the Americans win the tournament in overtime against Finland last night, so congratulations to them. Fantastic to see. USA's 7th World Junior Championship. I don't know how many Canada has, but congratulations to the United States for that. Here's Bars along the far boards. Luke Jarosowicz behind the net. Pass back to Abbeville. Abbeville up top to Bars. Bars on the far end. Magnus Bars fires. He scores! Magnus Bars with a rocket. Past Snowden Lang to the left. And with 1:43 remaining in the second period, Pope John takes a 3-0 lead. A power play goal for Magnus Bars, and the Lions jump up by a triple. 3-0 over Chatham. It's in the corner. Pope John trying to dig it out. Is Aiden Perry in there now? Nick Michello goes to the near boards. Here's Hughes. Back to Michello. Fires. Saved by Lang, and he'll hold on. 55 seconds to go here in the second period. 3-0 Pope John over Chatham. Shots on goal favoring the Lions, 21-8. Brendel checked off the puck by Cameron Guerra. Guerra knocked down by Zhang. Here's Zhang. Zhang with the shot. Save! Giordano got his left shoulder on it. And now Hughes crunched like a sandwich in the corner. Stolen away by Hughes. Nice steal off the stick of Charlie Dunn. Comes back to center ice. Here's Barnett. Ethan Barnett will send it in. Wraps it around the boards. Held in by Perry. Right back to Barnett, who missed on the left side. Here's Abbeville. Cross ice pass to Michael Perry. Comes back on center ice. And Zhang would have had a breakaway, but it went underneath the stick. And the period ends. We have a 3-0 lead for Pope John as the Lions are able to add 2 more goals here in the second period. Cameron Guerra and Magnus Bars to go along with Luke Jarosowicz's goal from the first period. Shots on goal after 2 periods, 22-8 favoring Pope John. We'll take a 5-minute break as they've already cleaned the ice after the first period, and we'll come back to third period action. From the Forum inside Skylands Ice World, it's the Pope John Lions 3. Chatham Cougars, no score. We'll be back right here on Black Bear TV after a 5-minute break. Sticks go up along the benches. Luke Jarosowicz will take the draw against Thomas White. Here we go, third period action from the Forum at Skylands Ice World. Face-off, won by Chatham. Now it goes over to Pope John. Eden Perry's able to pick it up. Hughes gives it to Abbeville. Now to Hughes. Sean Hughes with the pass to Aiden Perry. Perry inside the zone. Perry in the faceoff circle. It's knocked off his stick. And it goes along into the corner. Back to the point. Held in by Hughes. Cross ice pass to Abbeville. Abbeville with it. Up top. Now to Hughes. Hughes fires. Save. Cleared out of the way by Thomas White. It'll be an icing. It goes all the way down the ice and crosses the goal line. 3-0. Pope John leads early third period. Along the far boards now. Puck comes back into the Chatham end of the ice. Over towards the Chatham bench area. Cougars have it. Number 5, Charlie Dunn. Dunn on the goal line. Pass in front. The shot. He scores. Number 27, Sam Zhang. From the pass from Charlie Dunn. Beats Giordano just inside the right post. And Pope John's lead is cut to 3-1. Zhang with the goal with 13:39 to go in the third period. Assisted by number 5, Charlie Dunn. And the Lions lead drops to 3-1. Puck behind the net, there's Abbeville. Liam Abbeville throws it off the glass and picked up by Crowley. Aiden Perry now with it, the junior forward for Pope John. And we have a whistle. And the referee talking to the Pope John bench. see what we have going on here. Well, I don't think there's going to be a penalty of any sort. I'm not sure why they blew the whistle. Yeah, I don't have microphones on the ice, so I'm not on the official scores table. If you're there, you can hear exactly what the referees are telling you because they're telling the official scores table. Not me. I'm on the other side of the ice. All right, face-off to the left of Giordano. Luke Zarosowicz takes the draw and is stolen away by number 21, Nate Crowley. Crowley goes in the corner. Back to the point. Charlie Dunn with it. Over to Zhang. Now along the boards. Thomas White with it. White passes it in. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. It was a delay as the save's made by Giordano and it goes wide. Chatham got a power play out of that. So the referee pointed to the Pope John bench. So I didn't know exactly what was going on. Well, they got Aiden Perry for a penalty. Perry takes the penalty, and I don't know what it was about, but Pope John's shorthanded, so Chatham's on the power play. Well, a minute 15 to go on that man advantage. Here's Luke Zarosowicz in the near corner. So Chatham goes to the power play one more time. I never got the official signal because the referee didn't signal anything to the box, and the box door never opened. And who was that in the box there? It looks to be number 12, Jacob McCullough. So maybe it was too many men on the ice. I bet you that's it because it has the number for Aiden Perry on the board, but it's not Perry in the box. Puck comes in wide left and it goes along the far boards. And it was seen by the trail referee. Puck in front. Tipped on it. Zhang trying to put it home. Can't do so. Now along the near half wall. Luke Zarosowicz is able to check his opponent off the puck. And Barge sends it all the way around and down the ice. And Hunter Perillo chasing after it. He's got Kieran Brendel on him. Perillo underneath his skates. Brendel tying it up. This is good for Pope John if he can keep it tied. It'll wind down the power play clock. Here's Jack Jars. Pass to Perillo. Perillo takes it back outside the zone to kill some time. Now Alamobile. Cross ice pass. The penalty's over. Or back to 5-side. It was Hayden Marshall who was serving the penalty. So it had to have been too many men on the ice because Marshall wasn't on the ice and they had Aiden Perry's number on the board. So, and it came from the trail referee who was pointing towards the bench. So a bench minor against Pope John there. Here's Colatrella. Played out by Chatham, and they'll flip it into the Pope John end. So if you keep it score at home, it was a too many minor penalty against Pope John. Too many men on the ice. Colatrella loses it over to number 5, Charlie Dunn. And we have a whistle. We have a penalty. I think it's going to go against Chatham. Let's wait for the official announcement. Maybe not. Maybe go against Perry. They're pointing at 2 different players, so let's see who the call is against. It's the Chatham door that's open, so it's going to be against number 37, Kieran Brendel. Roughing. And you got Brendel for roughing with 8:33 remaining, so Pope John's going to go to the power play. So if Chatham wants to get back into this game, they're going to have to kill this power play. Cameron Garrett will take the draw to the left of Snowden Lang. Now to Michello. In the far corner, puck back to Bars. Muggy has it there. Pass over to Jack Zarosowicz. The shot goes wide into the near corner. Sean Hughes now. Hughes, cross ice to Zarosowicz, and he couldn't tee up the one-timer. Now Colatrella, big check in the corner there between Zarosowicz and the Chatham defense. 5-aside now as the penalty is over to Chatham. 6:23 to go in the third, so score remains 3-1. Here is Colatrella out in front, nobody home. Comes outside the zone, and Barsh has it at the center ice line. Draw for Pope John against Thomas White for Chatham. Sent right in on net. It's loose. Covered by Lang as Barnett was right there trying to poke it home. It was sitting in the crease. Lang reached behind him and covered it a split second before Barnett could get a stick on it. Comfort in the corner. Colatrella in there to help. Michelle will be tied up. That's fine for Pope John. They'll take seconds off the clock there. Here's Thomas White. White to pass up, and here comes the goalie for Chatham for the extra attacker. Puck rolls in. There's Colatrella over to Michello. The net is empty. It's at center ice now. Here is Brendel. He'll send it in. Extra attacker on for Chatham as the net is empty. Here's Drosowitz. He'll back it and all the way down the ice. It's rolling towards the net and just wide left of the post with 1:59. So across the goal line, but not into the net, just out of it. And so Pope John, instead of being rewarded with a goal, they get penalized for an icing. Comes towards the crease, knocked out of the way by Hughes. Fires off the skate blade of Magnus Bars. Nick Michello looking for the empty net. He sends it down. He scores! Nick Michello into the empty net. And that will seal the deal. Pope John takes a 4-1 lead with 44.7 seconds to go. Michello finds the empty net from just above his own hash marks in the Pope John zone. Snowden Lang heads back to his net, and the Lions are now up by 3. 4-1 with 44 seconds to go. Comes towards the net. Chatham's able to clear it around. No, held behind the net. Michello in there. 15 seconds to go. Jack Jarosowitz in the corner. Sent back to the near end, to the near half wall. Number 18, Brendan Connor with it. Back out to neutral ice. Jack Jarosowitz will backhand it into the corner. 2 seconds to go. 1. And here's the buzzer. The Pride has spoken. The Pope John Lions win their 6th in a row by defeating the Chatham Cougars. Final score, Pope John Lions 4, Chatham Cougars 1. Well, Pope John able to get on the board early in the first period, or actually late in the first period. Luke Jarosowitz making it 1-0. And then the Lions able to add goals in the second. Cameron Guerra scores the second goal for Pope John and the Magnus Bars with goal number 3. Chatham scored early in the third period off a shot by Sam Zhang to make it 4-1. And then with about 44.7 seconds to go, it was Nick Michello putting it to the empty net and making it the final 4-1. Wow, final shots on goal, 30-15 in favor of Pope John. Please join us Wednesday night for a huge contest between the Pope John Lions and Seton Hall Prep Pirates. A big conference game inside the Gordon Conference National Division. Seton Hall's already won this year over Pope John 6-2. So the Lions looking to even that season series at a game apiece. And then Friday down at the Hollydale Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey. Lions hit the road to take on Gloucester Catholic in another Gordon Conference matchup.